it's still somewhat light, I'm going to start this video. I don't look the greatest because I haven't got dressed today. I'm in my pyjamas and I'm going to start the video in my pyjamas because it is a reading vlog and I don't really see why I need to be so dressed up nicely just because it's a video. I've tried to put my hair down a little bit to make it look semi-decent. I'm not actually starting reading now, by the way, what I add. I am just, like, introing the video because I'm going to start reading tonight, and I feel like what I was going to do was going to read a different book and then finish that and then start this video, but I actually just want to start now. I'll start today. I thought I might as well just get through it, because also I wanted to read one of the books that's going to be in this vlog, so it just made sense. So before we get into this, my name's Amelia. I upload weekly vlogs, reading vlogs, lifestyle videos, you name it. I haven't really got that much of a niche, but mainly my niche right now is book videos because that's what I enjoy and I just feel I need to. I am making plans, and I said this in my last reading vlog and I haven't actually done it yet, but I am making plans to start doing theatre reviews as well on here, so just watch out for that. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. Because then I can use my theatre pack I have from Move Avi. Anyway, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and without further ado, let's just get on with this video. So, this video is kind of similar to ones I've done before, but different, and it's going to be a bit more, like, not as much of a long reading vlog because, yeah. This video is, I am reading my favourite booktubers / book talk, mainly actually booktubers because I'm going to do another one for book talk, booktubers favourite books. So I've asked a few and only a few got back to me. I asked a few people, but 4 people got back to me, so I'm going to read 4 people's books, and actually there's going to be 5 mentioned at the beginning because one of them is a maybe if I finish one before the other ones come, because I have to order 3 of them to get on Friday when I get paid, and I obviously want to read now, so I'm just going to go tell you what ones they're going to be. So the people who are going to be mentioned in this are Sara, or I think Sara Carolli. I'm really not good at names. Sara Carolli, who's one of my favourite booktubers, and then we've got Ash Taylor. It's Ash Taylor, who actually I found from TikTok, but really do enjoy her YouTube videos as well. We've got Alexa Ray. If anyone who's known my reading vlogs knows, she's one of my favourite ones. Like, I've literally been I watch her videos like religiously. So I've got this snotty nose. And then finally it is Katie's Reading, who I also have become like really obsessed with, not obsessed with her, somewhat. She's become one of my favourite ones recently, but she does read books that are out of my comfort zone. But that's the reason I reached out to her, because I was like, it's going to get me to read a book that's probably not something I would go out of my way to read. So that one will probably be one of the last ones I read in this vlog, because if it puts me in a reading slump, at least I put the vlog out of the way. So the books I'm going to be reading is going to be from, it's Ash's pile because it's going to be the first one I read. It's Ash's choice. She gave me, so her 5 choices, 2 of them I've read, one of them I probably won't read and I'm not going to order the books, but yeah, one of them was read, it's Archer's Voice. So I've got 2 here, and the other one is Love and Other Words, which I read for the previous reading vlog, but the 2 I've got here are from her because these are the 2 I have in person, the ones I'm ordering. So the one definitely reading for this vlog is November 9 by Colleen Hoover. It's been a while since I read a Colleen Hoover book, and it's about time I read another one. So November 9 is the first book of this vlog. Depending on how quick I get through it, because payday is Friday, it is Monday, so the likelihood is I won't finish this before the other ones come, so I won't need to do this one. But her other choice, she said, she put down as Most of All You by Mia Sheridan, who is the author of Archer's Voice. And I actually have this book because I bought it for my friend for her birthday and thought I'd buy it for myself as well. So I might read this if I don't finish this before the others come. Literally, this is only if I finish this before the others come. If not, this won't be getting read in this vlog. So just bear in mind, this is only a maybe. And then the other 3, because I wanted to do one from each of them, I wanted to do 2 from Alexa Ray's because those one I really want to order and I want to try reading, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait for a bit. So for my Alexa Ray's choice, I have chosen to start the Dill, which is Elle Kennedy's series. I was considering, the thing is, I want to say I'll do Twisted Love because I have that book. You know what, that's a really good shout. Instead of ordering another, spending more money on a book. And I wanted to start that series. I'm going to change my mind one sec. I'll not be reading most of all you in this vlog because now I actually have another one I've got in person, which is Twisted Love by Anna Hung. I was going to do The Dill, which is the series from Elle Kennedy, which I do want to read at some point, and I might order it alongside my Addicted series for Christmas. But I'm going to put Twisted Love on it because I do want to read this series, so it makes sense. So the next one is Twisted Love by Anna Hung. I'm excited to read this one too. And then my next ones I am actually having to order is from Sara, Carolli. Really sorry I'm butchering your name. Is Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington, which I am ordering on Friday. It's different to what I would usually read, and actually she has got one I've got on book, but I don't want to read 2 Colin Hoover books in this video, and it was the only other one she's given me that I've actually not read on this list, because she gave me Love Hypothesis and Love in Other Words, which when I messaged her I'd already started reading that book, otherwise I would have probably waited. So I don't want to read another Colleen Hoover book, so it's Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington. I think it sounds good, it's different to what I would usually read, but also I feel like it would fit what I like. And then finally I messaged, this was a few days later, because I thought I wanted a bit more. I asked Katie's reading, and for her book I am ordering The Kingdom of Wicked, which actually I've seen a lot of people reading recently. The Kingdom of Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco. I will try and put the pictures on here, but if not, you will see the books in this video anyway, because obviously I'm ordering them. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, like I said, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and please follow me along this journey. I'm going to try and put not as many clips of each book in this video, because it could go on for a very long time, even though my last reading vlog probably did go on for a very long time. I'm editing it currently. Because I was thinking about this at work today. I am not going to read Darling Venom for this vlog, which was Sara Carolli's, I can never say her name, I'm sorry, suggestion. I'm actually going to read Hopeless, which was also her suggestion, for one of her top 5s. It was between this and Verity by Colleen Hoover, but I still think Verity, I'm not ready to read it. I'm not ready to be team manuscript or team letter. I'm not ready for that, so I'm not going to read it. So instead I'm going to read the first book of the Hopeless series for this vlog, because I don't want to spend more money on a book right now. So I'm buying one book which is like £7, the other one was like £15, and that's the other reason I was like, So I'm going to read Hopeless after Twisted Love. I'm going to give myself a break between this Colleen Hoover book and the next one. So I'm going to do November 9, then Twisted Love, then this, and then The Wicked Kingdom, I can't remember what it's called. Kingdom of Wicked, I think it was. So I just thought I'd give you an update of that's what I'm now doing. So yeah, and because I already have the book, it makes more sense to get through the books that are on my TBR than buying more books. So yeah. Finally, the final book of the vlog I'm doing came. Kingdom of the Wicked by Kira, I can't say her last name. It doesn't look like a too long book, but I'm very intrigued to see if I like it. It goes, at the top of it she goes, 2 sisters, 1 murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself, which already says this is not my usual type of reading. But I am interested to read it, to see if I like it, and hopefully it will be good. But yeah, I will let you know. I've read 7% of this book so far. I wasn't sure how much I was liking it at first. The first couple of pages I was like a bit confused, but as I'm already enjoying it, but I feel like I've only read 1 chapter, it's not enough to like judge it yet. Basically, Fallon, the main girl of the book, her dad, she's an actress, but she's been burnt in a fire. Her dad is a bit of an asshole. Just by reading the first chapter, I do not like her dad, and I think you're not meant to like her dad, and I genuinely don't think you're meant to like her. I think that's the whole reason why he is written the way he is. But he's I don't like him. My very first thing I love is at the beginning of the first part is his first November night, and he goes, "I am translucent, aquatic, drifting, aimless. She is an anchor, sinking in my eyes." By Alice Berry, Benton James Kessler, who is the main boy in the book. So I'm tapping the back like it's can help you. But you've been introduced to Ben as her fake boyfriend. He turns up at the table and saves her from the argument she's having with her dad. It's not like it's a fake dating trope, like they're friends beforehand. They decide to date just for the thing of it. They don't know each other. So yeah, that first chapter was in Fallon's point of view, so I'm about to move on to Ben's point of view. I think I might try and read one more chapter before I head to bed tonight, because obviously I've got work tomorrow. But it's Colleen Hoover, and I'm going to keep this as spoiler free as possible. I can't guarantee you there won't be any spoilers in it, and at the end of each book at the review I'll probably put like spoilers in, like a spoiler warning before that. But I do want to. I'm not gonna. I was about to say I'm gonna spoil the first sentence, but that's the thing with Colleen Hoover books. She always starts the first sentence to make you want to read on. So I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it is a very good like first sentence to make you want to read on to the book. So, yeah. I am gonna try and keep this. I know I kind of put a spoiler at the beginning, but I'm gonna try and keep it as spoiler free as possible throughout the rest of the video. Okay, I'm like 20% of the way through November 9 so far, and I'll be honest, I don't think I've helped that I've been reading this when I'm not feeling like great in the evening or I'm tired, but I'm not like fully deep in this one. Like, it's not really hitting me. Maybe it will eventually, but at the moment it's just like, it's really just not doing much. I've only read like 4 chapters, so I've got like a lot to go through, but it just hasn't gripped me yet. Like, I don't really know how I feel about any of it. I don't know how I feel about Fallon. I don't know how I feel about Ben. I do like that Ben was like saying to Fallon that like, you're the reason you're like look away and stuff like this. You're the reason she feels insecure is because she is the one who feels insecure. But I don't know how I feel. So we'll see how I feel about it. I'm going to read some. I just thought I'd update that part of the vlog and let you know how that's how I'm feeling at the moment. Hey, it's been a while since I updated my book vlog, so I'm going to update you now that I'm about 50% of the way through November 9. I'm not disliking it, but I'm not loving it. I read about 4 chapters on the train yesterday when I went to London, and be honest with you, it was good and I enjoyed it, and I'm like, it's getting to a good part. We've now seen, for anyone who doesn't want spoilers, I probably won't put it. I'm going to try my hardest not to put too many spoilers in this, but yeah, we've just now seen some returning characters from a different book, which I really like, and the story is getting better, but I'm still like, like I'm on the 3rd November, which you'd think by then it's gonna be like, I'd be like, yes, oh my god. I just don't really care for them. I think if they were older and did this, I might like it a bit more, but they were 18 when this book started. Okay, so finally finished November 9 by Colleen Hoover, which is the book that Ash Taylor picked out for me. Well, out of 5 she gave me, so I chose November 9. Colleen Hoover did it again throughout this book, and you might remember me saying, when you saw the clips before this, that I was not 100% sure about it. It was going a bit slow for me, and halfway into the book, oh my god, did it get interesting. To the point where I had to finish it. Like, the last 3 days I've just been on a verge to try and finish this, because oh my god, it's just fantastic. The storyline between Ben and Fallon was just amazing. It kind of gave me One Day vibes, if you've seen that film with Anne Hathaway and I think his name is Jim Burgess, I can't really remember. I loved that film, it's one of my favourite films. But the way it is, like, I don't want to try my hardest not to give too many spoilers, but it is another review point. Fallon had a accident. Well, she got caught in a fire at home when she was asleep, and she was left with scars on her face and like parts of her body. And throughout this time, you're like, you don't know who's done it. And I'm always thinking, what? Because I know Colleen Hoover does really crazy twists within her books, and I was like, what's she gonna do? Like, what's the twist gonna be for this book? And I didn't realise it was gonna be the twist that it was. And I mean, I'm glad it was in some ways, but oh my god, I loved it. The story was amazing. I felt like my heart was being ripped out. I gave it a 4.25 stars. I couldn't put it as my as a 5-star because it just doesn't reach that, but I loved it. I did love it more than All Your Perfects, so that's one good thing. Okay, so I'm about to start reading the next the next book of the reading vlog, and I've decided to go with Kingdom of the Wicked because I feel like the other two are going to make up. So if I don't like this too much, the other two will probably pick it up because I know that they're love stories, so I like them. But I'm very intrigued about this. I'm about to watch Hocus Pocus, and I feel like this kind of is the same vibes. So I'm going to read some of this, and I'm going to start now. Might even get a gin, you know. I'm feeling kind of like... No, actually, I think I won't. But I'm going to put my energy drink in the fridge because I want it tomorrow. And I'll fill this up with some water. And I'm going to read this. So... This is about two sisters, one murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself. And it's about witches in the human world who are avoiding notice and persecution, basically. And I'm intrigued to see how this is going to go down. It doesn't look too long, so I think it could be good. This was recommended by Katie is Reading.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Talk before I get back on with reading because I'm going to read for another 25 minutes as I'm doing a reading sprint with some people, but I am 11% of the way through. I'm on page 41 and I'm not going to lie, this is definitely out of my comfort zone. It's not a book I would usually read and there are words in that I'm like, what are you talking about because they're witches, but I am glad that I accepted to read this book. Yeah, I've read 4 chapters already today. I'm going to try and read another 2 within the next 25 minutes and then I'm going to get on editing. But yeah, it's good. I'm intrigued. Like, I'm intrigued with what's going to happen, and something has just happened which is making me more intrigued. So maybe I can get to a couple of chapters before I get back on my way. Okay, we've made our way through this book. We're 35%. Well, I'm 35% of the way through Kingdom of Wicked. And I am not going to lie to you, Katie is Reading recommended this to me, as obviously mentioned when I started this book, and oh my god, is it amazing, or is it amazing? I didn't think I was going to like it because it's not, and that's why I put it here so then I could finish the vlog on 2 books I probably will like, because I am very much a romance girl, like through and through. You give me a cute romance story and I will be happy. But this book is actually really intriguing me. I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's so different to what I would usually read, but I'm really glad I did read it. I am reading it because it's opening my eyes to like different genres that maybe I do like, but I've just been too scared and put off to read because I just don't think I like it. And actually, this book is just so good, and I will probably be getting the next books in the series because it is a series. I think it's a trilogy, but I'm really enjoying this. Amelia has met the god of wrath, Envy, and I think she's now meeting Greed. Prince of Greed. So it's Prince of Wrath, Prince of Envy, Prince of Wrath, Prince Envy, and now she's just meeting Prince Greed. And I'm like really intrigued on how she's gonna find out how her sister died and what's gonna happen. I'm just like, this is so very different to what I would usually read, and I'm loving it. Like, I am actually hooked. Like, I'm loving it. I think it's really good, and I think it's definitely worth the read, and I'm really glad I actually took the women actually got this book and didn't get scared off, because it's something I would not usually read. And like, I've tabbed quite a few bits. Like, it's not because like they're like lovely, like I love this, more bits I want to remember, or things that pinpoint in my mind, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna need to remember that. So yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book, and it's definitely worth reading. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to finish it. Like, I just want to know what happens. Okay, it's a few days later, but I am still reading Kingdom of Wicked. Oh no, oh no. But I'm 50% of the way through this now. I have it on my tripod, by the way. Excuse me. And I'm gonna time lapse after this. I'm gonna have a reading night because I'm feeling really run down. I just want to relax. I don't want to do anything. I just want to relax tonight because I'm so tired. So I'm gonna read for the rest of the night. So I'm aiming to try and finish this within the next few days, because I really want to get onto Twisted Love, which was recommended by Alexa Ray. But anyway, this book is so good. Okay, we're 60% of the way through, and I'm very determined to get the majority of it finished today. If not finishing it, I really should sleep, but I want to finish this so bad. It's ridiculous. So much has happened in the last few chapters. I'm on chapter 29, and so much has happened within the last few chapters that I've read. It's insane. This book is, I don't know what it's done to me, but it's great. I'm loving it. Okay. Second book of my favourite book, Choose My Favourite book. Choose My Next Read is finished. I finished Kingdom of the Wicked, and I'm not gonna lie, this book was a book I could not put down. Like, if I didn't have work or other things taken in my life during the days, I would have read it so quicker, because this is like, oh, honestly, so good. The ending, I didn't expect, but oh my god, I loved it, and I cannot wait. I am going to be purchasing the next 2 books next week, because I need to read this. I need to see what happens. Like, oh, I'm in love with Amelia, and I'm sorry, I'm in love with the Prince of Wrath, one of the Wicked boys, and I loved it. It was so good. I think the way it worked, and like how Amelia went from this weak girl who was sad about her sister as every time, to being the strong girl. I was like, no, I know what I want. I'm going to do anything to protect my family. I loved it. And I did not expect her oldest friend Antonio to be who he was, and his fucking dick in my head. But like, I loved it. It's so good. I actually rate this book a 4.5 star. I would put it a 5 star, but I was totally no. It's 4.5 star, and it was so good, and I honestly couldn't recommend it enough. And I'm so glad. This is so much out of my comfort zone, as I've been saying throughout the time of me reading this, that I am so surprised how much I loved it, and I definitely recommend it to people. Okay, we are back for the next book of the reading vlog, and I'm going to be reading Twisted Love by Anna Hung. This is Alexa Ray's book of choice, and I'm very excited to give this a read. It's been on my TBR for a while. I've been wanting to read it for a while, and I know there's a series to this, so I'm really hoping it's good. But I'm also kind of hoping I don't get attached to it, because I'm already buying the next 2 of the Kingdom of Wicked ones next week, because I need to read it. So, but yeah, I am about to start reading this. I'm very excited. I'm back to my romance books, which you know is my favourite. It's my comfort zone, and I'm going to read that whilst watching some Gossip Girl until my dinner's ready. Okay. Oh, hello. We are, I'm 10% of the way through Twisted Love, and not much has happened. I'm trying to try and keep as many spoilers out of this, but it's just setting up like Alex and Ava. Alex is Ava's brother's best friend, and he's now agreed to look after Ava whilst Alex has gone away. It's good. I'm interested. I'm enjoying the characters so far, but I'm intrigued to see what's gonna happen. And like, it's brother's best friend again. Also enemies. I'm guessing enemies to lovers. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens. I might try and read another chapter or two. I'm on chapter 5 at the moment before I head to bed tonight. Chapter 14. I'm halfway through that chapter. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to end up together, because I'm sure they are. But I'm really intrigued how they're going to end up together. Okay, I'm now updating the reading vlog again because I'm now 75% of the way through. I think I read a lot since I last updated, but I'm literally planning to try and finish this tonight because I'm like hooked now. Like, it's got some good parts. The love story's kind of like been there, and now it's got a really, really good part. Without trying to spoil it, my spoiler kind of review will be after this book. So yeah, potentially, but I'm trying to hope to finish this by the end of tonight. Okay, I was gonna wait till tomorrow to do this because I'm running out of memory, but I'm gonna quickly talk about it because yeah, I finished Twisted Love. I'm giving it a 3.75 star rating. I can't give it a 4 or anything like that because I felt like it was quite slow at times. It took a while to get to that love story, and then it was kind of like over very quickly, and then the drama happened, and I kind of understood why. And I still love the story, and it was a great one. And the way I think what I liked at how it wasn't so quick and easy to forgive Alex for what he did, which is something I liked. But I still feel like, yeah, final one. I'm not starting it now because it's too late to start, but I'm gonna like just show you now because why not? It is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. It's the second Colleen Hoover book of this video, and I'm hoping because it's Colleen Hoover I might finish it within the week, and I've got a bit of time off next week and a bit of more relaxed time at home this week, so hopefully I will. Okay, I forgot to say which booktuber recommended this book, because obviously even though I have said it at the beginning, I'm going to say it again. Sara Carolli recommended this book, and so yeah, I'm reading it. I'm on chapter 2, I'm on page 16. I'm not in love with it at the moment. I'm kind of like, usually Colleen Hoover books grip me from the beginning, but I think it's another one like November now. It's just not gripping me straight away. So we're gonna try and see how quickly I get through this one, because yeah. So I'm gonna watch The Holiday and read tonight, I think. Yeah. Nearly basically 50% of the way through. By the time I go to bed tonight, I should be 50% of the way through this book. Holder and I don't want to spoil too much, but Holder and Sky are kind of a thing. I'm just very confused. I'm also not loving it. I think this might be, and I said it about All Your Perfects, but I did enjoy that book still. This book might be the lowest rating I give of Colleen Hoover. We'll have to see how the rest of the book goes, but I'm not loving it like I do love any Colleen Hoover books, which is kind of annoying because obviously Colleen Hoover is my favourite author. Okay. So, sorry, Bill. I was ready to talk, and then my brushing was not on my bed properly. Oh, the knife. That's lovely. I am now 70% of the way through this book, and I am determined to finish it tonight. I need to know what happens now. It is typical Colleen Hoover, where I go, oh, I'm really not interested in it, and then something pops up that you just would not see coming at all, and now I am hooked. So I need to finish it tonight because I just want to get on with it. I want to read it starts with us so bad, and I want to get on with it. So I'm putting Harry Potter on. I'm going to read for the rest of the evening, and we're going to get through this book. It's been a long time coming. Okay, I said I was going to finish this book tonight, and I did. I'm actually going to I was going to wait till the morning to end the video, but I just thought I'll do it now whilst I remember, because I'll probably forget in the morning. But I finished Hopeless. I mean, some of it, I like the book, but I think the plot line of what the actual twist of the story, so this is going to be a bit of a spoiler, and I'm going to try and remember to put a trigger warning part here, because it is a bit, I don't think, I'm going to go back to the beginning of it, if there is a trigger warning for it, because luckily there isn't any trigger warning at the beginning of this book or anywhere in this book to state what, it doesn't need to state, like, to state about what it is. And I know this is quite an older book of Colin Hoover's, but I feel like I didn't know going into this what the story was. I didn't know why, the twist in the story, I didn't know that, and this is a trigger warning, that Sky was known as Hope and she was molested by her dad. Her dad would, like, I hate saying it, makes me feel physically sick, but would, like, basically have sex with her or do stuff to her, like, sexually when she was, like, a young kid, like 6 years old. And then her mum, who's technically her biological aunt, who adopted her, who kidnapped her, I guess, but did it to save her, but at the time when you're reading it, it takes a while to understand that, was raped by him when she was younger, and her Sky's dad is Karen's brother. And I think I just think because there was no trigger warnings, that's not what I expected. And when I was reading, I was like, so yeah, I just think it was just, I did like the story, and I liked the relationship between Holder and Sky, and I'm intrigued to see what the next, because there's Losing Hope, which I'm intrigued what that's about. What part of it, because like I thought the end of the book was going to have them breaking up, so that's why Losing Hope's about. I might have to read the blurb of that in a minute, but anyway, I did like the book. It's not my favourite Colin Hoover book at all. I don't say at all. It's not like the low style, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite. This was Sara Carolli. I still can't say her last name. It was her recommendation, and I will say it was a good recommendation. I'm glad I read it, but I wouldn't say I loved it. I am probably going to give this one a 3.5 star rating. I think it's just, I'm going to do a quick summary of my 4 books I read for this video, because it's been a long one and it's been a while since I started it, and it's been a while since I've read the first one, like 7 weeks to be precise since I started this video. 7 weeks I've been filming this video. So I'm ready to actually talk about, like, give a summary of each book of what I chose. The first book I read for this book vlog was November 9. This was Ash Taylor's choice, and I remember finding it at the start. I started it, it just started off really slow. It was another one of those Colin Hoover books that was really slow for me. Why is my phone's got this really thing of going slow right now, I don't know why. It started off really slow to me, and then it got better in the middle, and I did end up really enjoying it. This I gave 4.25 stars. Absolutely loved it. Ben and Fallon had this, like, story. I think it was another one, like, hopeless in some ways. They were, like, young kids, and I think that's the other reason I didn't really like Hopeless so much, because they were, like, 17, 18, and it was a bit bizarre, but it made sense why, but just, yeah. Anyway, this got a 4.25 stars. It shocked me at how much I actually enjoyed it, but yeah. The next one I read was Kingdom of Wicked. Now this one surprised me so much. I didn't expect to fall in love with this book as much as I did. This is the best book I've read out of the reading vlog. I can't even deny it. I was so shocked that I really enjoyed this book. This is so different to what I usually read, and I am still shocked at the end of the cliffhanger at the end of this book, and I need to get the next 2 books so I can read and find out what happens with Amelia and, like, the King of Wrath and everything that happened at the end of this book. This book got a 4.5 stars. And then we have Twisted Love, which was my penultimate book of this vlog, and this was, I think for the Twisted series, I wouldn't say my favourite book I've read, but I did enjoy it. I think it was slow, it took a while, the story of it was just insane. I don't really remember the ending of it though. Anyway, it was a good book. I really enjoyed it. I did love it. So this one got a 3.75 stars. And finally, the last one, obviously Hopeless, which I just mentioned about, I gave 3.5 stars. So yeah, that is the end of this reading vlog. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe. I do want to thank Sarah, Alexa, Katie and Ash for recommending these books to me, and I would only do this again, but thanks for watching.